everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I am back with another video, and this time we're going to be doing a beautiful set of nude ombre nails. So the first thing that I'm doing is I'm going in with my French vanilla gel polish. Of course, you know, we always cure our gel polishes for 30 seconds. And then I'm also going to be using some that are going to be regular nail polishes. Just a little reminder, because I still get this question a lot, you can use regular nail polish with a gel top coat, but you have to make sure that the regular polish is 100% dry, because if not, your gel polish will crack or it's gonna peel off. So again, make sure that if you do regular polish with a gel top coat, that regular polish is completely dry to where you can even rub on the top of the nail. So again, for this one, for the ombre nails, I always use a really light pink as a base, and this one is in the color Ballet Slippers by ESSIE, or you can use a white, whatever you know you feel like it's easier for you, but I always use a really light pink. And then on the other fingers, I'm gonna go ahead and also do the French vanilla. Usually I like to go ahead and do that really light pink as a base first, that way when it's time to do the ombre, it'll be completely dry. Alrighty, so now we're going to go ahead and just do the same thing on the other hand. So again, I'm going to go ahead and do the Ballet Slippers on the middle finger and the thumb, and I'm going to go ahead and do those first. That way, when it's time to do the ombre, they'll be nice and dry. I'm also going to be using the French vanilla gel polish on the other nails. Okay, so now we're going to go in and do a second coat on both hands, and then we're going to cure them for 30 seconds as well. Alrighty, so for the ombre nails, I'm going to be using a white, and I'm going to be using that same French vanilla, except for this is going to be the regular nail polish. So I always apply the white, or the color that's going to go on the tip first, and then I come in and apply the nude, which is the one that goes closer to the cuticle area. So as you can see, once you see that the color is getting a little bit lighter, just go in and apply more polish on the sponge, and then be sure to do 2 or 3 coats depending depending on, you know, what color it is. Does it have a good coverage? And if it doesn't, just go back in and do you know, another coat. So with this one, I think I had to do about 3, but again, it will vary depending on the colors that you're using. Be sure to kind of, you know, wait a few seconds before you go back in and do the other coat, because you don't want to, you know, mess up your ombre. But usually this technique, when you're doing this technique, the polish dries really fast. Okay, so I'm applying more polish on the sponge, and I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other hand. Make sure that when you're doing this, you're turning your client's finger over to the side. As you can see, I'm just turning their finger. That way, you know, I get a full coverage and I don't miss the side of the nail or something. So once we're done with this one, we're going to go ahead and do the same thing on the other hand, just so we get a really good coverage. Now, if it looks good, then of course, you know, you don't need to add any more. But if you still see kind of, you know, like a little translucent spot or just a little patch, then just go in and apply another coat. And once I'm done, I'm going to go in with my cleanup brush, which actually I'm using my, what is this? My Mia Secret gel brush. And I'm just dipping it in a little dapping dish with acetone. And I'm cleaning around that cuticle area. Of course, you could use the liquid latex or whatever you would like to use. I just feel like when you apply that, it's like you have to first apply it and then do your ombre and then come back and take it off. I feel like that takes a little bit more time than just doing your ombre and then just cleaning up around the cuticle area. But that's just, you know, my way of thinking, and I prefer to just use the acetone and brush. So we're doing the last coat on this hand. After that, we're going to go ahead and clean around that cuticle area, and then we're going to move on to the next step. Okay, and I actually forgot to do the second coat on this hand, so that's what I'm going to go ahead and do now. Okay, so we're going to let that one cure, and then now for this one, we're going to go ahead and apply the IBD Gel Top Coat, and then I'm going to go in there with my SS6, and I'm going to just place some randomly on the nail with my wax pencil. And then after that, I'm going to go in and just sprinkle that caviar over the top of the nail. Make sure that when you apply the caviar as well as the bling, that you do this while your top coat is still, you know, wet. So make sure that you don't cure the top coat when you apply it. The reason why we apply the top coat is like it works as a glue basically, so we just apply the caviar and bling over the top coat. I'm going to go ahead and clean around the cuticle area, and then we're going to cure them. Okay, so now I'm just going in and applying the bling around the cuticle area on this other finger, and I'm using the Soleil nail adhesive, my SS6, SS12, and then I'm also going to apply some going down the middle of the nail. So I'm just going to be using random, you know, or I'm just going to be alternating between these sizes, but again, it's my SS6, SS12. I'm also going to use a bigger 3D bling, and then I'm using my wax pencil. Okay, so for this one, we're just going to apply some around the cuticle area. So same thing, we're alternating between our sizes, but there are the SS6 and SS12. Okay, so next we're going to go in with this gel polish in the color Paradise, which is like a holographic glitter gel polish. And we're going to do kind of like an ombre, but coming from the cuticle area. We're going to go ahead and cure that hand, and then we're going to do something similar on this one as well. So again, we're applying the bling around the cuticle area. On the index finger, we're going to do the glitter, and then on the pinky and the thumb, we're going to apply some bling as well. Alrighty, so next we're going to go in and just gently shape up the nail with the caviar. You don't want any of the caviar just hanging off the nail. And then also after you apply the caviar, you have those rough edges. So that's why I go back in and just reshape it. After that, we're going to go ahead and apply the IBD gel top coat. As you can see, I also apply a little bit on the nail with the caviar, but just around the perimeter of the nail. And then remember, when you're doing your ombre with regular nail polish, you can apply a gel top coat, which is what I'm doing here, but you just have to make sure that the polish, the regular polish, is 100% dry before you apply that gel top coat. And then after this, we're going to go ahead and cure each hand for 60 seconds. Alrighty, y'all, so here is the final look. They turned out really pretty. I love that French vanilla, and that caviar just looks so good, as well as the ombre. So as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at GetNo32, and I'll see you guys next time.